Hi, this is Amy here from the Stamping Tree doing a Thursday tutorial for Fantabulous Cricut Challenge blog. Today I'm going to talk about dressing up your die cuts. We all know that Cricut has pretty cute die cuts, even just plain, but it's a lot of fun to dress them up and make them shine even more. So this card here shows you 3 different ways you can dress up your die cuts. One is to use pattern paper for some of them, and that just gives it a little extra pizzazz. Another is to use your Cricut markers or your Cricut glitter markers in your machine before you cut, and to add outlines to your cuts. And the third way, and the way I almost always use, is use foam tape to pop your cuts up so that there's some dimension and depth to your card. I don't know if you can see that. Another way, and I'm going to show you a project that I got accepted into the Cricut Babies from a couple of years ago. Another thing to use is wiggle eyes on your die cuts, especially cute little animals or monsters, witches, things like that. They really add a lot of oomph. Okay, now I wanted to show you some different ways to jazz up your die cuts. One is with stamping, sponging, and distressing. I've already done this one, but I wanted to show you the tools. This is a stamp from Close to My Heart. Vanilla cardstock, simple 4-inch tag from Art Philosophy cartridge. Some ink and a sponge. And so what you do is you just ink up your sponge and go around the edges or over the thing if you want to. In order to stamp, I'm going to turn it over and show you how to stamp. You ink up your stamp and then you stamp it wherever you want it to go. And your distressing tool is something like this. A lot of different companies make them. And you just run the blade along the side of your project, and it gives you a shabby chic or vintage look. So when you add the sponging to that, you can get a pretty nice look, and this would make a good gift tag or journaling card or maybe a sentiment card for a card. Okay, one of the other things I wanted to show you is flocking material, crushed velvet flock. This particular flock is from Doodlebug Designs. And what you do is you apply your adhesive, whatever adhesive you like. And I'm going to use Mod Podge here. I'm going to apply it just where I want it. Okay. And I'm going to sprinkle my flock on there. And it comes in all different colors, and it's good for any time you want to make a fuzzy, furry sort of texture. So it's good for a nice fluffy chick or a furry bunny. Oops. Didn't get his tummy. Well, anyway, you can see how that's done. Then you can color his little legs with a marker. And his bill. And darken his eye with a black marker. And there you have a cute little Easter chick. Another neat thing to use is stickles or liquid pearls. They come in these little bottles. So you can add glitter or this is a pearlescent kind of paint. I like to use the pink for like the insides of their ear, the insides of animals' ears. It gives a little bit of dimension. It gives a nice pearly finish. It's also nice to add, you could add it for the bunny's little nose. I happen to do some black marker there. And I wanted to show you this. This is liquid applique. And liquid applique is kind of like puff paint. You apply it to your die cut and then you let it dry overnight for best results. But as long as you let it dry, it'll be okay. Then you use a heat tool on it and it puffs up like that. It's hard to tell, but on the pom-pom, while the liquid applique was still wet, I dipped it in some glitter and let it dry like that. And then when I puffed it up, you have a little bit of glitter stuck to that. It's nice for snow too. So here's a piece that I painted with the liquid applique, and here's what the liquid applique looks like. It comes in a little tube like that. And so you just apply it like you would any other kind of paint or glue type of stuff. And you can see it start to puff up. So there you have some nice fur trim for your hat to go with the pom-pom. And I also wanted to show you, I showed you how to sponge around the edges of the tag, but sponging adds a lot of depth and interest to any kind of die cut. So I've already sponged my hat. I'm going to sponge my mittens too. That just adds a little bit more depth, texture. Another thing that you can do is use, again, like pattern paper for your die cuts. You can also use textured cardstock. The bunny was actually cut out of a textured cardstock. I don't know if you can see that. I wanted to show you a few other things. This is an old die cut I found in my bag of scraps. Cute little mermaid from Life's a Beach. I used glitter cardstock for her tail. And I also used marker, so you can see that the marker kind of delineates where the cuts are, where you wouldn't necessarily see them. You can see it. It adds a lot of detail to her face and her tail. Then another good way to draw, you can also use glitter cardstock instead of applying glitter. You can do dry embossing with your dry embossing folders and your big shot or your Cuttlebug, and that really adds a lot to your die cuts. So this will make a nice little Valentine here with my glitter cardstock and my embossed piece. Don't forget about using things like brads, dewdrops, bling, glitter, buttons. Anything like that can be used to dress up your die cuts too. Okay, well, I hope this has been a good video for you, and I'm going to try to come up with another video next week on using markers with your Cricut. That's it for today. Thanks. Bye.